can write a check, you can put cash in. Some people even put gambling chips in the offering plate. I'm not kidding. Because it's really giving not only to his church, it's giving to the Lord. So Dr. Lynn, would you scripture on your heart, whatever's in your heart, because you're my mentor. Do whatever you want.
The Lord shared with me the word stewardship. You know, Paul the Apostle thought very highly of stewardship of his calling and ministry. Let's pray. Let's believe, God, that our vision will even expand and extend and do more effectively than ever before. Father, in Jesus' name, I thank you for the privilege of being part of this great work right here at ICLV.
And the buckets are going to go around the aisles. Go ahead and give as the Lord leads your heart.
That is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. It's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints.
Mac, you understand me? P. Macacoleon alias, you understand me? From the go to the no.
Yes, sir.
Chicago to fair, no sons of my motherfucking macaroni life.
Hey man, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How long you been in the game is that you claim to find?
Oh, 78, I had my first home, I was 18.
Yeah, man.
I went over, Chicago Ricky took me over down Magic Juan's house for the first time, his birthday party. Yeah, and I was turned on ever since. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what they say about the game? Yeah, they got to be in you. It can't be on.
Can't be on.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, Vinny Mac, I got a live exclusive players. I told you I'm going to bring something fresh. Fresh to death. But I finally got a real true one in the building, man. Chicago finest, I'm talking about.
Believe that.
Yeah, he went back. You understand what I'm saying? And don't forget to put the Mac on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You might as well say Herman if you don't say Mac.
Yeah, man. So, Pee-wee, tell me about some of your experiences in this game.
Hey man, the up and down of the game, that's what turns me on.
Yeah.
You understand? I mean, you know, this shit could turn around overnight, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had some hard times, man, and it take a tough motherfucker to go through these motherfucking bitches.
My bad. He literally just smiled, just came from a walk and just threw up when he got in the house. Put his ass right in the fucking cage. I don't get that shit. He was outside for 20 minutes and then you decide to come in here and throw up right on the floor. Fucking animals. He did that shit on purpose, dog. That motherfucker spent the rest of the night in the cage. He did that shit on purpose. Out of all the 20 minutes we was outside, this motherfucker waited to come throw up right on my carpet. I swear to God, dude. Right when I started the show, he like, fuck out of here. This nigga about to go on a vacation. Hold on real quick. Well, you see what we got, man. This nigga just done pissed me the fuck off. He literally just pissed me off. And then he threw it when I started the show. Then somebody blew my phone up. Hey, and I'm like, God damn. My phone don't never ring. All this shit happening at once when I decided to do the show. I was gonna do one yesterday, but I just decided to clean up and shit. But let me get everything together. I had to treat the floor real quick. Now I gotta fire up the fucking carpet cleaner. Like, that motherfucker did that shit on purpose. Most people walk their dog for like 5-10 minutes and they come inside. That nigga need to go live with a real black family so he can see how you just sit in the backyard and that's all the fuck he do. If you had walked him for another 5 minutes, then he wouldn't have that. Man, he wouldn't have did that shit. He wouldn't have did that shit. He wouldn't have did that shit. He still would have waited to come in here and throw up on the floor. Now his ass won't eat until Friday. He going on a fast. I'm fasting his ass for 24 hours. That ain't going. That motherfucker won't eat till Friday. Because it's the second time he done threw up. 2 different types of wet dog food. You got to give them wet dog food. It help their kidneys. You know what I'm saying? Help with that. You know, when you kind of give them too all dry food and shit, especially when they get older, that'll fuck their kid. It'll fuck up that. It'll make them get kidney failure and shit. So yeah, motherfucker, man, that just pissed me off, dog. That just threw me all off. I don't know. He looked like he a little sick though. I don't care. Tell it to the judge, nigga. I was in the mood to do this live. I low key, I don't. Everybody literally hit me up at once, bro. Literally, oh, hey, like Jesus Christ, bro. But yeah, y'all see, you got Tank, and I ain't gonna probably even be on long. His nigga done killed the mood. I ain't about to be on long. But give me 1 second. But yeah, I ain't gonna be on long. But so you had Gervonta Davis taking on Jake Paul. I mean, I think everybody knew that. I mean, he said it after the fight with Lamont Roach that, you know, the rematch wasn't going to be an option. I mean, he pretty much told us that. I mean, the guy was in his locker room and was asked was Jake Paul. He was a little bit mum on that. So we already knew this was coming. We knew he wasn't going to compete. You know, most people, like I said, a lot of these people associate being from the hood or being a YN or hood nigga, whatever they call it. They associate that with masculinity. They associate that with being fearless and being a protector. That's not what that is. That's the crazy thing about it. A lot of people associate being a hood nigga with bravery, being a hood nigga with being a protector. Them niggas is cowards. You know, that's just pure ignorance. You know, it's just pure ignorance. Like, them niggas is just ignorant. They're not fearless, bro. When they get that time, they start crying, they start bitching up. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it what it is. And this is a great representation. Just because you from the hood, it don't mean that you tough. Just because you from the hood don't mean you'll fight anybody. Just from the hood don't mean you'll strap your nuts on. Tank's a flat out coward. That's just what it is. Tank's a flat out coward. And all the rumors about him, like if he get into a tough fight, he'll quit. Everything the Schofield, they say a lot of fucking lies, but everything he said about Tank was true. He ain't built for this shit, dog. I told y'all that. Like when he was going at Devin Haney. And talking about why he do this. He don't have to do this. He got money. I'm paraphrasing what he said. Remember, he was saying all that shit. Why he doing this? He don't have to do this. You know, like he don't want to be a boxer. Same thing with Adrian Broner. Is it a surprise that he went broke? They did not want to be boxers. Adrian Broner wanted to be a celebrity. You know, Tank just wanted to find a way out. This is the easiest way out. He couldn't read. He probably can't write. So this was the most efficient way for Gervonta to get out the hood. This is simple as that. You look at Jerron Booth Ennis, yeah, he grew up in the gym, but these guys are not fighters. Let's call it what it is. These guys are not fighters. They're truly what the profession says. They're professional boxers. They're not fighters. And that's just the God honest truth. They're not fighters. They don't have a fighting spirit. These are mercenaries. They are professional boxing mercenaries. They are professional boxing mercenaries. Hate to break the news to y'all. You know, they don't fight for the glory. They don't care about the sport. And you notice that if you talk to a lot of the amateur fighters, they don't even follow professional boxing. I mean, for the God's sake, Derek James is a professional trainer, and he said he don't even watch boxing. So if you got the people who participate in the sport, right? You got the people that participate in boxing saying, well, I don't watch boxing. You got trainers saying that, oh, I don't watch boxing. I don't watch film. Guess what? If the people that's involved in the sport don't watch it, why should you? Why should you watch it? If the people, and then a lot of times they only come to the fight because it's part of their contract. That it's part of the contract they have signed to do so many appearances at so many fights a year. A lot of them don't be at that fight on their own free will. It's part of the contract. It's part of the contract. Come on, it's part of the contract. So they don't have no love for this game, bro. These dudes are boxers. They're not fighters, bro. Like it's not that many fighters left. When you look at Tyson Fury, Terrence Crawford, Alexander Usyk, it's not. Especially when you're just talking about American, there ain't that many fighters. Like Joshua is a professional boxer. Joshua is not a fighter. When the going get tough, he packing it up. Bar. Some of you could just tell some of these dudes like Navarrete, he love to fight. You know, and now you knew love to fight. Have you seen a decline in the initiative to really want to be a fighter and take? No, Keyshawn Davis barely won a title. He talking about, oh, I don't want to unify. I don't want to play the sanctioning fees, and I don't want to do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you ain't even got 20 fights, and you already talking like you Warren motherfucking Buffett. They don't want to fight, bro. They don't want to be doing this profession. That's why they cool with doing it once or twice a year. The love for they don't love. I mean, you can say the same thing about basketball players. That's what's missing in basketball is the passion, the drive. Them motherfuckers just want to be celebrities. They just want to get groupies and pay and get them a lifestyle and have child support, get taken advantage of. It's just the God honest truth. Nobody in this country is passionate about the shit that they do no more. The morale is so low in this country. The athletes who have a job that most people would kill to have, they not even passionate about their work. They don't even love the shit no more. The only reason they come back to fight is for money. It's for money. All right, Coach Malachi was here. Blue Blood broke the story. Everybody already knew this. Anybody that had a half an ear, and shout out to Coach Malachi. Anybody who had a half an ear to the streets, they already knew this fight. He said it. He literally said it was coming. Everybody knew this fight was coming. This wasn't no fucking shot. This been a running rumor. I mean, he legitimately said it. He probably faked the DV fucking case. He probably faked the DV case just to get out of the Lamont Roach fight. But then again, you know, a lot of people have turned on Tank for doing this. They have, but these dudes ain't fighters no more, man. They want to be celebrities. They want to be celebrities, bro. Look at Canelo, a soulless boxer out there. That's just a vessel. He's a soulless vessel, bro. He's not even a boxer or a fighter right now. He is somebody that's out there just going through the motions for a check. And y'all wonder why everybody all these networks divested out of boxing. Who hungry? Gervonta Mortella should be lusting at the fucking chance to prove that he's a champion by beating Andy Cruz. He don't want it. Arislandi Lara should be knocking down the door to unify with Genovic. Why that ain't happening? Carlos Adama should be in the mix with Lara and Genovic. The division got no fucking spotlight on it. They should put a spotlight on it. They don't want to do it. Look at Dimitri Bivol. Look what he did. He got out of Dodge. And they gave him a pass for ducking Arthur Better BF. For years, he got a pass for ducking Better BF. Stop me when I'm lying. He aged him out and didn't nobody care. Didn't nobody care. Now he went to go have his mythical back surgery. He's a faggot. He's a pussy. Excuse my language. Let's call it what it is, bruh. Y'all get too many passes based off of y'all like them or no, ain't no passes being given over here, bro. But then y'all want to be very meticulous with a new UA. Oh, he don't move his head. He don't, man, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Where the real fighters at? The Devin Haney's, the Terrence Crawfords, the Alexander Usyks, the Tyson Furies, the Deontay Wilder. Where the real niggas that's really gonna strap their nuts on? You know what I'm saying? This supposed to be a gladiator sport. This supposed to be a gentleman sport. They done turned it into a trans gentleman sport. They done turned it into a minstrel, an estrogen minstrel show. Come on, let's call it what it is, bro. Then you make these top fights and they don't deliver. Well, I mean, the last couple top fights that you got that you paid for that delivered was like Thurman, Pacquiao, Spence, and Sean Porter. Too few, far in between, and neither one of them was colossal fights. You know, Hagler, Duran, and Leonard and Hearns, some of them at one point was weight classes apart, but they fought each other. They found a way to fight each other. Like Tank literally is probably about to fight Jake Paul in a fight that we already know the outcome is predetermined, allegedly, and then retire with Manny Pacquiao. He's going to walk away without fighting. And then, you know, Ryan, without fighting, you know, Gervonta Davis. Without fighting Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Raimondo Moratella, Richardson Hitchison, Gary Anton Russell Jr. He didn't fight Gary Russell Jr. He's literally going to walk away and not have a care in the world. And then, you know what's the messed up thing about it? They're going to allow this guy to get into the Hall of Fame. He should have been nowhere near, let's call it what it is. He should have been nowhere near a pound for pound list. Adrian Broner, another one. He should have been nowhere near a pound for pound list. Nowhere near one. And this is the problem. This is the problem, bro. It's no more hunger in the American athlete no more, bro. Hey, you ain't gonna see too many more Kevin Garnett's, Kobe Bryant's, Ray Lewis's. They too busy with their purses and wearing their skirts and shit. Like masculinity, when it's it's dead when it's starting to affect sports. It's just super goofy, man. And then when these motherfuckers want to act like they want to fight outside the ring or outside the basketball court, I laugh. I legitimately laugh. This is what happened when you take fathers out the home. You know, I understand women not wanting to work and not wanting to take pride in their work. They always been like that. That's a fact. It's always been like that. Women are not supposed to be hard workers. They're not supposed to go in the workplace and be hard workers. Let me say that again. They're not supposed to go in the workplace and be hard workers. But the man, you supposed to work hard. You supposed to take pride. If you make a cheeseburger, you supposed to make the best cheeseburger that you can make. We supposed to take pride, you know, in our lawns, in our hedges, even if we pay somebody else to do it. How we maintain our cars, how clean it is, getting oil changes. We supposed to take pride in how we keep our children, our animals, our women. That's the pride that they don't have any pride in anything no more. Just showing up, that's a bitch trait. I'm just here. That's a feminine trait. You're supposed to learn how to dress for success, how to operate with success. And they fighting for $1. And guess what? When you fight for $1 and that's all you concerned about is getting $1, you ain't gonna win. I promise you ain't gonna win. Adrian Broner think he gonna hop off the couch or hop out his jail cell and he about to create magic. It's a wrap. For you to be able to get off the couch, you gotta love this shit. You gotta love it, bro. They don't love to fight, bro. I'm not mad at Jake Paul. Literally, white America said, "Oh, let's create a white boxer so we can have something to celebrate." They couldn't find one. They couldn't build one from the ground up. They couldn't get a white boxer that they can get behind that can compete at this level, so they created one. Hold on. Man, get the fuck out of here. If you believe that shit, dog, Better BF said they was in discussions with Beeble. He did not bring up a back issue one time. If you believe that he really went out with a back issue, they could have been rematched. Better BF came off a knee surgery and fought that man. If you that naive to really believe he actually had a back surgery, shout out to you. I hope you ain't got no bitch, because that bitch probably running game on you, bro. If you that naive to believe that, you out your rabbit ass mind. Because if the man had a back issue, he would have told them in negotiations, "Hey, look here, man. I got, man, my back been fucking up. I'm gonna take a surgery. I'll see y'all next year." He didn't communicate that. Y'all niggas is naive. Y'all really believe in these people, bro. You out your mind. Look at the facts. The rematch is supposed to happen 10 times over again. They never communicated that a back issue was, and that motherfucker laying on the goddamn hospital. Man, you out your, man, boy, you better go. Man, I'll pray for you, bro. He said, why would you disclose? Whatever you got to say. Hey, we injured. We gonna shut it down for the year. Why just ghost them in negotiations and then they find out you on social media like this talking about you had a back issue? Get out of here. Get out of here. Regardless, it was going to come out. Regardless, what are you talking about? Why would you disclose anything? Regardless, it's going to come out. And all of a sudden you in a motherfucking, you in a damn, my back hurt. Fuck out of here, dude. Fuck out of here. Y'all still believe Boots something. Man, Boots is a fraud too, bro. These niggas is fake, bro. They fake, bro. They don't want to compete. They don't want to compete, bro. Y'all get these niggas pass after pass. They don't want to fight. Come on, all you had to say, hey man, shit, you know, I'm done for the year. I got an injury. They ain't say nothing. They ghosted them. I read, trust and believe me, I read the articles. I ain't just listen to the videos. I read this shit. They John Scully said they just or my bad, the French guy. They just ghosted them. You know, it costs time is money and money is time. Why waste my time negotiating knowing you gonna pull back and just tell me up front, hey, man, I'm fucking with. And then they said, oh, his arm was hurting and he need a rest. Man, eat a dick, man. Niggas is pussy, bro. And that's just what it boiled down to. Eat a dick, man. It's a lot of dudes that belong in that same boat with Tank. But you know the difference with Tank, and I agree with Coach Malachi on this. At least Tank is transparent. At least Tank is honest. I can respect that. He's transparent. Now, if I'm Lamont Roach, do I feel a certain type of way? Yeah. That's why you gotta just look at the play, bro. You gotta look at the play. You gotta look at the play, all right? Look at what they did to him, right? So this dude called a fake DV case, right? He called a fake DV case, allegedly, right? So it was from August 16th. Lamont, like the fight going on, we ain't seen the venue, we ain't heard the venue, we ain't see a ticket getting sold, nothing. And let's rewind it back a minute. They could have rematched Lamont Roach in July and then came back in November and fought Jake Paul. Y'all understand that, you know, 1 year Mayweather in his career fought like 6 or 7 times in a year. How many times Bam fought this year already? So what you know, he fought, when the last time Tank fought? He fought Lamont when? Was it in March? I'm going to pull this shit up. March 1st. He could have came back in May or July or June, rematch Roach, beat him, and then came back and fought Lamont, fought Jake Paul in November, December, bro. He fought March 1st. March 1st. Who, if you love what you do, who can sit around and fight once a year? They don't like to fight, bro. They don't like what they do, and it's very piss poor. Very piss poor. Very piss poor. Boots ain't no fighter neither. Nigga, that's another nigga. Soon as he faces some adversity, he's going to crumble. He's going to crumble. I can see it. Told y'all about Tank. First motherfucker who didn't, the wrong cherry. I told y'all, man, eventually you're going to pick a bad cherry. If you got a batch of cherry, you're going to pick a bad one. No matter how meticulous you are with your matchmaking, you're going to pick a bad motherfucker. You can't hide. Even in this area, you can't hide. You can't hide. And I got to continue to tell y'all. They can move how they want to move. But that's why they sick Gary Russell on Lamont Roach. So Tay can get a clean getaway. That's why they was like, oh, you can fight. You know, they's like, Gary Russell, go attack him. Go get him. That's probably the only reason they gave him a spot on the prelim card. Because they knew they wasn't going to fight Lamont Roach again. They knew he wasn't. He knew he can't beat Lamont Roach. He knew he can't beat Lamont Roach. He can't beat him. Al Haymon has really, I'm going to get to that in a little bit later. If you beat the best available, the bag is going to come, bro. If you really a skilled fighter, bro, you're going to be anxious to show people what you want to do at the top level. These dudes ain't skilled. But as far as Jake Paul, I think, hold on real quick. Hold on. I don't want to show this shit. You know how these niggas be acting like. I'll play the audio. Give me a minute. Wow, these niggas play too much. This nigga Antonio Brown play way too much, dog. This nigga Antonio Brown, ain't he supposed to be going to jail? That motherfucker said, I ain't coming back. That nigga hiding right over there in the Middle East. This nigga play too much.
Okay. If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. But and so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, like, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that like we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
So that was Jake Paul talking about the. That was Jake Paul talking about this back in May. What would be the stipulations of the fight? So it'll be 195. It'll be an exhibition, which it is right now because they couldn't get the fight sanctioned. Nobody would sanction that fight. So, when he couldn't beat Roach, he quit. He didn't want to fight him again. Everybody know Tank's. They know his temperament. They know he pushover. But can I get mad at Jake Paul for getting the bag? Nope. Get your money. Going to Netflix and the whole Joshua Network thing. Al Haymon just swooped in and took Jake Paul from Joshua. Nothing more, nothing less. They need some money. They need some more capital. They about to be off Prime Video. They about to be without a home. You know what I'm saying? So, Gervonta is going to do 2 fights. It sound like Jake Paul and Manny Pacquiao. He going to get up out of here. Pacquiao probably going to beat Barrios in December for the WBC title. And then he going to fight Tank. And they going to say Tank was a 40-pound champion, which he wasn't. 47, 35, and 30. They're going to say he was a 4-division world champion. But it's just like they did with Triple G. They said Triple G had these title defenses, but he did not have the real WBA title for the vast majority of those title defenses. And at the end of the day, I agree with Coach Malachi. This has to happen. Really, the thing that sucks about this process is Turkey Al-Sheikh came in and played Captain Saberho. He came in and played Captain Saberho. Because if he never came in, you probably would start to get more. You would get more boxing. You would get what you want. Even he came in and paid money. They still not fighting with any type of any type of hunger. You see more hunger when he did that sparring shit where they were sparring. Those was hungry fighters. These fighters ain't hungry no more. So you can put these dudes in the ring with each other, and it's not going to be a spectacle. It's not going. You could change the venue. You can literally change the venue, and it's not going to be a spectacle. They don't got that dog in them. They made too much money already. He said all the fights need to be streamed. I'm sick of pay-per-view. Can't even have replays after paying all the man in the end. I do agree Canelo lose the bud. And the thing about it is, I just stream the shit. Like, yeah, pay-per-view, it should be there. Like, ain't none of these niggas pay-per-view. Ain't none of these a premium. And then, NBA got games on 5 different platforms. You got ABC, free, ESPN. Believe it or not, if you got cable, you pay a subscription for that. Look at your cable bill. You got, you're going to be on Peacock. It's going to be on Prime. Like, that's 4 different networks that I could think of. 2 streaming networks. You know what I'm saying? Regular NBC, ESP, like damn, you know what I'm saying? NFL on 20,000 different platforms. They basically putting the motherfucking Glock to your head and telling you to go find out how to stream that shit. Yeah, I was thinking like, yeah, I might consider getting the NFL Sunday ticket, but I'm looking at the price. Like, I can just, like, if I really want to, I'll get Red Zone, but if I really wanted to watch a game, like, I know how to watch a game with clarity. Come on, I know how to watch the game with clarity. Like, come on now. Any game I want, if I really wanted to put off Chris Hansen, whatever his name is, and whatever it is, and watch the game like a couple clicks away. Turkey ain't got no health issues. They're trying to make Saudi Arabia the sports capital of the world, the entertainment capital of the world. It ain't got nothing to do with no health. Barrios versus Pac rematch. Well, Pacquiao shot up to number 1 in the WBC, so rumor is it's in December. You know, appreciate y'all in the super chat. But yeah, like I said, I can't be mad at Jake Paul. I can't be mad at him at all. So that, you know, hey, shout out to him. White America. Who remember that song off? It was that Eminem show. Shit. White America. Here goes Stank Davis right here.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we can get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
Well, what is?
You might see it in a minute.
Man, how this boxing game goes, right? I'm not surprised that he made a fight like that happen because he doesn't care what you think anymore. Gervonta does not care what y'all think anymore. The way he felt after that Roach fight, how he felt like everybody turned on him. He was already talking about retiring. He hate this fight game now. This man just going to get the bag. He don't care what you think. He's going to go in there and get the bag, and I know Al Haymon. Al Haymon, I already know Al said, you know what? Forget what they talking about. I'm going to send you to the bank. I'm going to send you to the bank and make sure you get paid, and whatever you want to do after that, that's your business. But let's go get this money. Y'all need to understand the psychology of what's going on here. He's not caring about what you think about this fight. He's going to get the bag. People don't understand, man, how this boxing game.
And that's how Al Haymon fighter think. Oh yeah, y'all getting paid. Al Haymon getting paid more than Gervonta Davis. That's how they think. Oh, he don't care what y'all think. He never cared what we think because he never gave us what we wanted to see at the beginning. He never, and people justify that. Oh, he don't care what y'all think no more, and he going to get the bag. Okay, he won't get the bag on my time, on my dime or my time. He won't. But this is how they think. This is how they think, and that's what I said. Like, why continue to pay for this shit? Why continue to put money in their pocket? Y'all be concerned about what they making. Man, I'm glad that no white come in and paying these niggas pennies on the dollar. Why do they deserve that money? Do they deserve that money? No. This is the same guy who never cared what nobody thought. Who did all this strategic stuff. He had a lot to say about other fighters that did more than him. And this is setting a bad precedent. Mayweather started doing exhibitions. Now professional boxers start doing exhibitions. Come on. This shit is a clown show. Ryan Garcia got the audacity to say, well, this will turn into WWE. Nigga, you the Jake Paul of professional boxing. You sat here and you danced around every title opportunity. You bamboozled, fooled, played around with the sport more than anybody. You should be the last person that's talking. You know, so, but so be it. I mean, y'all. I mean, and you. I mean, I got any other questions on Jake Paul? I answer them before I close it out. Talking about Al, and there's a reason I saw. But it's a shame, bro. I grew up, man, loving this sport, man, and now I'm grown hating it, bro. Hating it. That's why I say I'll be worried about, the bag that these dudes getting, but they don't give a fuck about you, dog. They don't start giving a fuck until that money run out and they need the fans for surgery or to come out to a signing, man. Like, but I did like the interview Berto did with Andre Ward. Beaver whole ass all of a sudden had an injury for 10 years. I don't respect that nigga, man. I don't respect him. Like I said, he could have just said, "Hey, we keep this confidential till we." Come on. He said, "Just disclose it in period." That was crazy. No, I mean that's not a crazy statement. Just to disclose it, like you could say, you can be very vague. Oh, we might be done for the year for a while. We dealing with something. It could have been family issues. It could have been, or you could have made them, sign a confidentiality agreement. That motherfucker didn't want to fight, bro. I keep telling y'all that, bro. That motherfucker ran off with, and he was like, he didn't want to fight Benavidez. He didn't want to fight Better BF. He said Turkey lost the internet and no, they was gonna fight in Russia. It was gonna be no problem making money at the gate in Russia. He didn't want to do it. You got to understand, it's more dangerous for Better BF to go back to Russia because he's a Canadian citizen right now. He said one thing, but really another thing. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all be believing these motherfuckers is consistent liars, bro. That's why they're looking for a new promotion. And they ain't even about looking for a new promotion. They don't care about losing the money, bro. The money is nothing to me. They got like $64 billion, bro. Y'all always want to just believe these motherfuckers is liars, bro. Everybody, for the most part, everybody in it to get $1. Everybody trying to nickel and dime their way out to the sport of boxing. If Mike Tyson made $500 million, Holyfield made $500 million, both them motherfuckers went broke. Both of them went broke. What you think gonna happen to these niggas, man? They already doing Ship It, DoorDash, Uber Eats, driving Ubers and shit, man. I don't wish nothing but the worst on these niggas, man. Most of these niggas in boxing. And Andre Berto seemed like a good dude, but he another nigga who finessed the game. He's a fucking joke. Real talk, he was a fucking joke. He was another Al Haymon, fucking fraudster. He man, HBO should be suing him for the money that they fucking stole from HBO for him fighting on HBO. Y'all, if y'all was around, y'all know I'm telling the truth. He was Al Haymon's first finesser. Listen to that Jay Prince interview when he gave with Andre Ward. He said he had to talk Mayweather into fighting. Some of y'all say his best win, Diego Corrales. He didn't even want to fight Diego Corrales. So where you think the bitch mentality started? It started at the top. It's the bitch mentality started at the top. Mayweather ain't no everything Roy's saying about Mayweather. He ain't lying, bro. He ain't never fought nobody that was his equal or close to his equal, bro. He ain't got nobody better than James Tony Bernard Hopkins, bro. I keep telling y'all that, bro. That attitude that Mayweather had towards boxing is the same attitude that PBC built on. Pussy. They don't want to compete. It ain't Rolly. Unless Barrios don't want to fight, it ain't Rolly because Pacquiao ranked number 1 in the WBC. Why would they rank him number 1 then? Also, what happened to Earl Smith, Truth Jr., what happened to the Charlo? They wasn't no fighters neither, bro. Them motherfuckers was mercenaries too. They were mercenaries too. That Charlo got his money from the Canelo fight, and that was it. The other Charlo had this issue. He only fighting because he lost money. He only fighting because he lost money. I keep telling y'all that Al Haymon fucked the game up, bruh. His intention was to get as much money out the game as he could. He fucked these dudes over 20 times over. He destroyed the game when it's beyond repair. Everybody followed his lead. Everybody nickel and dime. Everybody made mismatches. Everybody tried to stretch their fighter's career out to be undefeated. And guess what? It ain't work. He said Floyd was always right about Tank. Yeah, I mean, they seen it in the gym. They seen it in the gym. What's good, Flame On? Everybody know it. Berto was getting the bag. I mean, that nigga, the HBO should sue that motherfucker for robbery. He said they shelved them sharks. I got the word, no more homecoming fights in Norfolk. Winning can't even heal this. I'm hurting. Yeah, it's a wrap. I told y'all it's a wrap for Keyshawn Davis and his brothers. They better start getting their own fights going on, and rightfully so, other than the older brother. Y'all should go at Tank for the move. Tank trying the easy. I mean, he always took the easy way out, but a lot of y'all justified the easy way that Tank took out. Y'all got mad when people wanted to see him fight Devin Haney. Y'all got mad when people wanted to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. Y'all gave him a pass for draining Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gave him a pass when he's going upside these hoes' heads. Y'all gave him a pass, so every time when guys have fights where he had something lined up, he would talk shit. Y'all gave him a pass every step of the way. Y'all gave him a pass everything he did. He like that spoiled kid that nobody disciplined in the family. And they go out there and make real life decisions and end up in real life situations. You can't help him. What T.I. said if his son go to jail, he said, I can't help King if he go to jail. I can't help you inside there. It's a fact. That's Gervonta Davis. He was that one kid that his mama never let nobody discipline. And when he got older, he didn't think fat meat was greasy. Think about how much of a punk he was. And I stood on business on this. Think about how much of a punk he was to drain Ryan Garcia. He was so much of a pussy that he drained Ryan Garcia because he didn't think he could win. That should have told you everything you needed to know about Gervonta Davis. He didn't even want to fight Ryan Garcia. He didn't even want to, he did all that. They remember the negotiations? They did everything to deter Ryan Garcia from fighting him. They didn't even want to fight the Ryan Garcia fight. Tank is like the biggest pussy in boxing history, bruh. That's a fact. You could say Michael Spinks was crying before he got in the ring with Mike Tyson, but at least he got in the ring with Mike Tyson. Of course, Turkey got the bag for Devin and Tank. Tank is just scared, bro. He don't want to compete. He don't want to compete. And Al Haymon, all he want to do is steal as much money, allegedly, as he can and run off with it. All them niggas over there broke. About 95% of PBC fighters is broke. I'm guaranteed they're going to be broke pretty soon. Adrian Broner had all these illustrious fights and fights with Pacquiao, and he got nothing to show for. You think, look at Gary Russell Jr., that nigga look like he down bad. That nigga, you might see that nigga delivering your groceries on Tuesday, nigga. And I ain't knocking people who do what they gotta eat. Come on, man. Who can afford to work once every 18 months? Nobody. You got NFL players who make all this money during the season and they broke come week one, waiting on the check week one or waiting on a signing or workout bonus or a new contract. So you telling me these fighters who fight once every 18, 12 months, 16 months, you know what I'm saying? You telling me that they got the bag? Man, bullshit. Bullshit. Look at Andre Ward bringing his ass back. Why he bringing his ass back after 7 years? That nigga need money. Come on, that nigga need money. Oh, I just got the itch to come back. Bullshit. Y'all can believe that shit if you want to. Who just comes back just to fight? for the love of the game. This ain't football, nigga. This ain't basketball, nigga. This ain't badminton. This ain't pickleball. These niggas is broke. They need money. We all know the fight game. No, he made all that money. You gotta think about taxes, college, kids, they wives spending money out the ass. You gotta budget this money for the rest of your life that you made in boxing. What do you think Keith Thurman got off the couch? Got a wife from overseas from the Pauls, had a kid. That bitch got Americanized. She starting to spending money. He had to get off his feet and go make some bread, bro. Come on, you telling me NFL players can't even budget their money where they have money year round and they make way more than these boxers. And these boxers can budget one check for a whole year? Bullshit. They borrowing again. They borrowing from these promoters with points on the dollar with high interest. These promoters lending out money, and when they get the check, the promoters taking the check because you in the hole. He said Tank fighting Jake Paul because he's gonna be broke regardless. Do he look like the brightest fucking light bulb in the box? It don't matter if Holyfield and Mike Tyson can blow $500 million. This nigga stay in legal problems. He will be back after this in the Pacquiao fight. Like guys like Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford, Jamel Charlo, they gonna be all right. Think about Wilder. Why Wilder still fighting? What the fuck he proving? If he made his money, why the fuck he still fighting? When you got kids and you got properties and a Rolls Royce and that shit costs money. Don't nobody wake up and just want to fight, nigga. Why the hell did they sign with PBC? Because they got finessed. Anytime you see somebody say you got to sign a non-disclosure agreement where you can't speak bad about me, that's a red flag. Every time, or you got to talk to this dude in private, he got to cover up the windows. That nigga just finessed him. That nigga just finessed the whole boxing system. He destroyed the whole boxing system. That's why he got ran out the music business. He destroyed the whole boxing business. Everybody started mimicking what he was doing, nickel and diamond, not making big fights. He destroyed the whole business. Everybody was trying to keep up with what Al was trying to do, was doing. And that's where the beef started happening between him and Bob. Him and Bob was seeing how much money he was getting. Berto was getting paid by HBO, and Bob was like hell no, why you paying this bum ass nigga this much money? I'm telling you. And at the end of the day, it's sad. It's sad. He destroyed it, bro. Tank selling his butt. Yeah, I said it. I mean, what's new? Earl said Bud ain't making more with Top Rank, but Earl don't have Bud money or Crawford money. He don't. If Tank loses, people are going. No, it nobody gonna lose. It's an exhibition. They gonna be practicing this exhibition like Carl Weathers and Sylvester Stallone for Rocky 1 and 2. And the people that's complaining about this fight, they gonna watch this fight. Tell me I'm lying. They're gonna watch this fight. That's what all boxing fans do. They complain Gennady Golovkin was fighting. They was complaining about him fighting Vanes Monterosian. They still watched it. They complained about Canelo fighting Edgar Berlanga. People still watch it. So, I mean, why complain if you still gonna watch? Let's call it what it is. And Lamont Roach don't have a major promoter around him anyway. He don't have a major promoter around him anyway. And, you know, for the most part, people going to hold Tank accountable. But when that fight come around, people going to watch it. And people going to say all types of things about Tank. But they still going to be there to watch the fight. And it's so funny that people... It's so funny that it took this to happen for people to find out Tank was a duck. He been saying it his whole life. Come on. So for the most part, I mean, ain't nothing new, man, in the sport of boxing. Ain't nothing new up under the sun, bro. Tank is sad, bro. But most of y'all still gonna time in. Y'all still gonna watch. Y'all still gonna watch Netflix and watch them do it, run the numbers up. So be it. They know how people rock. And in my opinion, it's no more respect for the sport. Oh, I didn't even see you say shoot the link. I'm about to get up. I didn't even see that, bro. I would have shot the link. I didn't even see it. But the shit is sad. Super duper sad, but so be it. What's up with these bitches and these BBLs, bro? This shit is I should put this on the screen. This shit is getting out of whack. This whole country going to shit. He was getting these BBLs, bro. Work on your personality. Work on growing your hair. This BBL is like, come on. Ridiculous. Tank was trying to convince people that he was better than Shakur without even fighting him when he knew he was there. Yeah, I agree. I agree. He was trying to convince people he's better than Devin and all that type of shit, and he ain't. No, you don't want to compete. You don't want to compete. He said them shit's been out of hand with them BBL. Yeah, this bitch been out of here. These hoes delusional. They do everything but get their attitude together. They do everything but learn to be more pleasant and more loving. You know what's so funny? I don't even see a bunch of Beckys with BBL. Back in the day, you used to see, Beckys with the fake silicone breasts. I don't see a lot of Beckys with BBLs. You don't see Becky going BBL crazy. I mean, that's a great topic to bring up on Free Game 89. Black women remind me of when you got a problem, let's say your starter went out in your car or something. I don't know. Let's say the toilet broke. My shit broke. I'll fix it soon. And instead of buying a new handle, spending $12 on a new handle, you just rather open it up and then pull the little thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, might as well just fix the handle for $12 and be done with it. He said Becky going BBL crazy in Florida. Yeah, not up here. They say that shit running around Florida too, just like Atlanta. They say there's 20 new cases of that shit, 20,000 new cases of that shit in Atlanta. They say that shit spreading throughout Atlanta, Florida, Houston. They say that shit that send you to the upper room. They say that shit going crazy. They said 20,000 new cases in Atlanta. You know who they blame? Men. It's the men's fault. How's it the man's fault? You let, you up your legs up. Like, you got to understand, they try to, I'm going to end it off on this unless y'all got a question. I'm going to let y'all understand how this shit work. how they say, well, the men, you know, we know women pass STIs, STDs more easily. They have an open womb. So what they try to say is the differential between black men and black women is because black men don't get tested, right? We know for a fact that the gift that keep giving, as far as STI, which can also represent that shit that's into the upper room, you cannot manage with that pain, right? Unless it's dormant. You can't manage walking around and peeing and all that shit, especially with certain STI. You have to go to the clinic. You have no other choice but to go to the doctor. So they try to paint it like, well, guys, it's dormant, or guys don't go to the doctor, or you have no choice with some of the shit you get. You have to go to the clinic. You have to go to the doctor. So that's a lie. That's a lie. All the numbers tell you it. They damn near up there with gay men for that shit you can't get rid of. They're damn near beating gay. I think they are beating gay, but they're more than double Becky, damn near triple Maria, and it's more double than black men. They are by far killing everybody in STI CD rate in this particular one. I think only gay men are above them, and my memory serves me correctly. So basically, what the true numbers break, the true value numbers break, it's not the fact that guys don't go to the hospital, don't go to the clinic, because we already know how painful and some of those side effects. You have no choice. You're not going to bear that pain or bear some of those side effects, right? The true answer to the question is that all sleeping with the same guys. That's it. Every statistical data stat shows that. From 50% of young men from 35 under don't have a child. From the T app that was showing them all sleeping with the same guys. On the T app, they all was sleeping with the same guys. You know, if it's only 65% of all women with 3 or more kids are black women. They all got the same baby father. They all fighting over the same jailbirds. And that's another thing. When they be dealing with them jailbirds, this is another reason. I don't know what happened here, but this is another reason why I tell y'all don't deal with women that deal with niggas in jail, because them niggas in jail be having sex with each other. They be having sex with each other. And that Judge Joe Brown video he talked about that back in the 80s or the 90s. He proved that to be true. They get out with them jailbirds, and them jailbirds don't tell them they be getting penetrated in there, or they be doing the penetration, and they get out and sleep with those guys. I told y'all they also sleep with their gay homeboys. They also sleep with their girlfriends. They get drunk and ain't no dick around. They gonna sleep with their homegirls. They get drunk and ain't no other dick around. They gonna sleep with the gay boy. What's the other gay boy that was with Saucy Santana? Now he back with his wife and she pregnant, back with the dog. Becky rate's not that high. Maria rate's not that high. Indian women rate's not that high. Chinese, Korean, their rates are damn near more than double than everybody but gay men. So it just shows that they sleep with the same guys. They say like 30% of men are virgins. What is it, like 30 or 50% of men under 30 are virgins, bro? The Washington Post did a story on it. They haven't even talked to a girl, got a girl number. So if these large percentage of men are childless, sexless, incels, they're fucking the same guy and they passing the diseases to the same guy. So even if you a guy that don't get a lot of women, ain't you happy about that? Do you really want to be in this cesspool? And all these jackets are being put on black areas. When you talking about this shit you can't get rid of and the gift that keep giving, Houston, Florida, Atlanta, Brazil has very, very high rates, and that's the second highest melanated continent, or whatever you want to call it, country outside of African countries. It has more black people than anything, but their rates are so high. So explain that. Like, what's up? Is it because of poverty, promiscuity? You know what I'm saying? So when you sit there, you want to fuck with this BBL chick, or you want to mess with this chick. Like, they are passing shit around. You don't want to be in the know there. You don't really want to be in that crowd. Honestly, you don't really want to be in that crowd. You don't want to be that girl turn you down. Don't be in that crowd, bro. And we know Becky's, they do the same thing. You know, Becky went to Jamaica and caught that shit, and she took responsibility. They sleep with the bouncers at the club. Like, the liberation that women have gotten in the United States have crippled the country. Why you think the Arab people keep they have arranged marriages and they keep their women on a short leash? This is the reason why it is the way it is in certain countries like Albania. What's that one where they was mad because of women? This is why they put women on a short leash. In one of them countries, it takes 3 or 4 women to form one human witness. You're seeing why. You seeing why. Now a lot of y'all got to go out the country to find a woman and stay out the country to find a woman. It's crazy. It's crazy. You could be dealing with a woman, she don't even tell you she sell pussy, bro. Oh, you never asked. Now you got to ask. You sell pussy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a wild time, man. It's a wild time. So a lot of them dudes that's virgins or kept their dick in their pants or monogamous or got one woman or in a polygamous structured relationship, y'all lucky, man. Y'all then, like I said, it's another reason not to go to the club. Come on, it's another reason not to try. Oh, and I'm gonna tell y'all some tips before I read these last comment sections, bro. And listen to me here when I tell y'all these tips, bro. If these bitches they travel all the time, nope, don't do it. Don't do it. If they always, I've been here and I've been here, they fucking when they traveling, bro. When they do all these girls trips and they go traveling they're fucking. These women not going to just experience the food. They're not going on a cruise just to have fun. They're going to get fucked. When these women travel, most of the time they're going to get their coochie pushed back. Jamaica, they going to Dubai eating shit. So if she's a traveler, you know, same thing in the military. Bitches for the streets. But if these bitches travel a lot, bro, X amount. Jamaica for sure, Dubai for sure, Houston for sure, Atlanta not never. Nurses, flight attendants, no go. No go. Ever sold the cat? No go. If she offer you to buy the cat, no go. That traveling shit is real, bro. If it's a woman that always go out, no go. I'm telling y'all that right now. No goes. Them is non-negotiables, bro. Let it go. Non-negotiable. Them are the main ones. Main ones, bro. Especially that with them travelers, bro. And it ain't even like, you know, it ain't even like they make these niggas put condoms on. He said, good point. I think it's because black people are taught to not like themselves inside out. He said, BBL, Drizzy, Becky Kulo building booty in the gym. I see it all the time. So I blame dumbass commercials we see on TV as weird as, you know, houses in Virginia medication commercial. They have these dummies believing that there's a cure for everything. And it probably is a cure for it, but they not giving it to your regular ass. If you ain't got no money, they ain't giving it to you. I heard that somebody was like, yeah, I'm going to go on a prep for this STD. I'm like, damn, like, how about you close your legs and go get tested? And, you know, or you wear a condom or, you know, that's crazy, right? I'm going to go on prep for this. Like, what? So black women ain't shit. The new black man ain't shit. I don't know what that meant. You got to be careful, bro. Off topic, how you like? Oh, I can't even use the Elgato camera. It ain't compatible with my TV. I had this camera for like some fucking years. It's right here. I had this camera for some fucking years, bro. I'm low key about to get this bitch away. It's right here. I never got a chance to use because it's not compatible with my computer. I gotta buy a new computer. It's been on my bucket list. I gotta get a new TV in the back too. So I'm on my bucket list. I'm gonna get a computer. I'm gonna get another Sony camera. He said I saw that yesterday. The fact that he got back with dude is disgusting. I mean, the fact that she dealt with him to be after that is disgusting. I mean, like I told y'all, man, they sleeping with the gay guy. I mean, y'all don't be believing me, bruh. White supremacy, y'all don't believe me, bruh. I'm trying to tell y'all, bruh. I know the hoes like the back of my hand. They fuck the weed man. You know, the weed man going extinct. I went to the dispensary to get me some CBD bath bombs for my back and shit. They were like, we only take cash. I said, man, goddamn. That really is the weed man. So we're taking credit. Oh, we don't take credit card. We don't take. I'm like, what? Black woman only date a certain type of dude. I mean, yeah, that's the stereotype. They don't see regular dudes until they get old and washed up. That's how you know they start to compromise. And that's why you shouldn't let them spin the block. No, just Bella and Keisha with the BBLs. That's why I tell y'all, don't let them spin that block on y'all ass. Don't even see what the pussy like, man, from high school. Let it go. It's wild out here. It is. She getting smashed if she traveling. Got niggas in there. Look, facts. Getting facts. They go get that liquor in them, bro. And they're saying, well, we don't approach men. When that liquor get in them and they out of town, they going to get some dick, bro. That's a fact, bro. They going to get dick down. And most men don't even have the decency to tell that motherfucker to put a condom on. You know, and that's just the God honest truth of how it's thugging out here. That's the God honest truth. The God honest truth. If y'all want the God honest truth, that's it. But hey, appreciate y'all. Thumbs and video, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace.